for tuning in to another edition of Checkered Nation. I'm Mark.
I'm Kevin.
And we have here the author of making it illegal for straight people to get divorced here in the state of California. We have John
Marcotte.
Right here. So John, what's behind this?
Well, I am ashamed to admit it, but I voted against Prop 8. I looked at it, and at the time, I viewed it as a civil rights issue. I said, this is a civil rights issue for gay people. Should gay people have the right to get married? The answer is yes. But I got curious. Why would people even care? Why would they oppose this? So I went and looked at the Yes on 8 website, and I discovered something. They barely even mention gay people on their website. The word gay, lesbian, or homosexual doesn't even appear on the front page, because that's not what they were trying to do. They wanted to protect traditional marriage, and they wanted to protect the children. And I thought, those are such good and noble goals. Protect children, protect marriage. They just went about it in a really strange way. If you want to protect traditional marriage, don't stop gay people from getting married. Stop straight people from getting divorced. So I spent $200 out of my own pocket, filed a ballot initiative that would ban divorce in the state of California. And it was the little idea that could. It just caught on way beyond my expectations. We've got thousands and thousands of people following us on Facebook. We've millions of website hits on CNN. It's just gone crazy.
And you know, the thing about this is, like I said earlier when I was doing my research, I ran across articles on your ban, and then the other thing, I also ran across some very interesting comments too that people have actually wrote on your website. And I also ran across something, and I think we discussed it earlier, that there's a Senator, Sally Kern, and she basically wants to ban divorce in her state as well.
Sally Kern's a state senator, Republican in Texas, and I don't believe she's trying to completely ban divorce. She's trying to make it really, really hard, though. And there's no-fault divorce. You can't just say irreconcilable differences and walk away. I admire Sally Kern so much because she is intellectually honest. She is against gay people getting married because she says it attacks traditional marriage, and then she's willing to put her money where her mouth is. She's against straight people getting divorced for the same reason. And, you know, that's what I hope we're showing here with my initiative, is that the people who supported Prop 8 are the same way, that they were intellectually honest, that they were telling us the truth, that they aren't against gay people. That's not the point, that they just want to protect marriage. If that's true, they should line up behind me, because I'm doing what they say they're trying to do in such a straightforward fashion that if they were telling us the truth, then they're all going to come out and vote for me.
And what is the reaction from the Catholic Church and the Mormon Church, you know, the big proponents of the Yes on 8?
It's nice. I mean, I get some lip service. I'm very disappointed that the money hasn't rolled in. I mean, they spent tens of millions of dollars, both the Catholics and the LDS, to support Prop 8, and I fully expected that I would get a slice of that gravy train myself, but it hasn't happened so far. I was interviewed on the Catholic station on Sirius XM radio, and they didn't have a lot of disagreement with me. I think they really wanted to, but they couldn't find any reason to argue with me. There is no institution of divorce in the Catholic Church. You can't get divorced in the church. It doesn't exist. They believe it's an eternal bond, as do I. Got the shirt. And so when people are, you know, the churches like this idea, but they don't seem to be really lining up to put their money where their mouth is the way that I was hoping they would. I haven't gotten any big checks yet. Got my fingers crossed, so if the Pope's watching, please, I'm here. But it's interesting, the responses that we've gotten all the way across the political spectrum. I get evil hate mail every day from people on the left and on the right. People on the left think that I'm the Christian Taliban, or that I'm mixing my religion in with their state, and I've been called all sorts of horrible things. And then I have people on the right who think I'm making fun of them, and that's just crushing to me. And then on the flip side, I have support from both sides. I've been interviewed by right-wing Christian radio, and I guess when you have the Lord on your side. You don't need a research department. And that went exceptionally well. And I got their endorsement. And I've also made a lot of inroads in the gay and lesbian community. I guess after Prop 8, you had a chance to think about it, thought that maybe protecting marriage was a good idea. So I'm getting support from the left, and I have detractors on the left, and I get support from the right, and I have detractors on the right. I think that says I'm right in the middle. I'm mainstream. You know.
And you know, the funny thing about this, though, is that the people that voted for the proposition, you would think, like what you just said, if they're that serious about protecting marriage, they would be behind you. Right. And I think if they did take the time to research, to do their research, like what you're saying, then why not jump on the bandwagon? If they want to protect marriage from us evil gay people, as they say, then jump on the bandwagon.
That's exactly right. I mean, you've put it very succinctly. If I take the people who supported Prop 8 at their word, when you go and look, why are you doing this? They don't talk about gay people. They say we want to protect marriage. Right. And I'm doing that in, I think, a more direct, straightforward, and complete fashion than they were trying to. Right. And the only reason they would not support me is if they weren't being honest in the first place. If it wasn't about protecting marriage, if it was about that maybe gay people make them a little squeamish or something like that. Right. So, but I have faith in the California voter. This thing is going to pass in a landslide. I mean, you know, we have 52% of the people voted for Prop 8. We're going to capture them because we're not going to call them liars. They're not, you know, they were being honest. So they want to protect marriage. I'm doing that. They're going to vote for me. And then it's just really surprising to me. I've gotten all this support from the LGBT community. And so beyond the people that helped us pass Prop 8 in the first place, we're going to get all this support from the left. And, you know, we're going to become the most moral state in the union in a very short period of time, I think.
Okay. How can people get involved with the initiative, or at least do some research on your initiative? Do you have a website?
Sure. I have a website. It's rescuemarriage.org. And that is by far the best place to start. But if you want to get involved in kind of the community, I would recommend joining our Facebook group. There's a link to that Facebook group on rescuemarriage.org. Okay. It's always hard to find you on Facebook, but come to our webpage, go to Facebook. You can participate in the discussion on the website, on rescuemarriage.org, but that's where the crazies live. I don't recommend that. Come talk to us on Facebook. We have a great, big, vibrant community. People talk back and forth, and you can sign up. You can get download petitions to get signed, and turn those in. This is a legal ballot initiative. This is not just an idea. If we get enough signatures, this will get on the ballot. And when we get enough signatures there, this could be a law. It could amend our Constitution, and we'd be done.
Oh, wow, we're going to have a big block party, too. Thank you for your time, John. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
And we will put a link on our website for you to join the support to pass John's initiative, making it illegal for heterosexuals to get divorced.
It actually would make it illegal for gay people to get divorced too. There's there's the 18,000 that slipped through, and it's a sin to be gay, and it's a sin to get divorced. So it's a theological conundrum. But since Jesus never even mentioned gay people once, and he said that what God has put together, let no man tear asunder, I think that he thought divorce was a bigger deal. So if you're gay and married, you have to stay married. You can't get divorced.
Until death do us part.
Until death do us part.
Right.
But since being gay is a sin, I guess you can't have sex, so you'll have to be married and not have sex. So you'll pretty much have everything that straight people have. So.
Right. The perfect life to live.
There you go.
Thank you for your time.
It was a pleasure. Bye.